What is up, guys? Back again, just talking about how trading's been over the past week, what my plan is, where I think I'm going, because I haven't recorded anything in like a week. And as you can see by the balance, we are pretty much at the same. We took one shitty trade, and I think it was a loss, but yeah, we're gonna keep it transparent. It's been where the fuck do you find all these settings? I don't look at this stuff, that's the problem. Should be in here. Yeah, as you can see, I haven't taken a trade. Yeah, I took an L on the 9th or the 10th, and I haven't traded properly in like a week or nearly 2 weeks now. Why is this? Thanks, Coach T, again. So yeah, pretty bad here. That's my phone. Should I plug it in? So yeah, I took one L on this day off of what I remember being a pretty bad trade. Okay, I'll answer that later. So on March 10th, we're gonna go and look at that trade really quick. I don't even feel like I've been trading on this for this long, but that must have been just the last time I made a video, so it's been like 2 weeks. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I think March 10th. I should have looked at the time. What type of trade was it? I should be more prepared. Actually, I can turn on my executions, so I'll just do that. Here. So we'll have one on the 1 minute. This is the 24th. I'll run through that one in a bit. But yeah, I've been backtesting loads, and I have a journal for that now, determining like what type of trades I'm going to take. I'll run through this in a bit, but I've kind of changed up the liquidity I want to take in general. I swear it said it was the 10th. Why is there no execution? Hello? Does that like only show on the 1 minute? Because I'll be clicking for ages doing this. But yeah, I'm gonna take different liquidity now. I wanted to focus on stronger ones, but I have been backtesting like there's no tomorrow for the last while, and I started journaling them yesterday, and I'll run through that just so I have like somewhere to document them. Pretty sure I remember it being a long that just didn't work at all. Not exactly sure where that was. I'll double check that it was the 10th. It was the 10th. It was a long at 12:01. Alright. Don't be all the way back. Oh my god, I'm gonna kill myself. 12:01 long. Okay. So yeah, today and yesterday were pretty bad. Or actually not yesterday. I'll run through what happened yesterday and what's been going on. Because I am pretty much at the edge of profitability. Like, I'm right there, but I'm just kind of fucking up mindset wise. So 12:01 we went long. Yeah, that didn't look like it worked out. What did we 12:01 we would have entered off of probably in here based off of this inverse, and this would have been like the trade we took, I imagine, up to this fair value gap. So what liquidity were we trading off? Yeah, this fat wick is what we took our L off, which isn't exactly the most intelligent trade, all things considered. And with the way I trade now, so let's say for example we have this high here. Once I would have reached it with this wick here up to the top of this candle, I would like to set to break even, because this isn't like an ideal trade, to be honest, because that's just a fat ass wick. Like, and the setup, was it a clean sweep? Or my phone needs to shut up. Yeah, it was alright. Not the worst. Because if you look at the trades in this journal, like wick liquidity isn't exactly that bad. Like if you take off this, gives a clean setup, it works. Same here, fat wick, but I feel like that was such an outstanding wick. Like if you look at that on the 1 minute, let me see, where is it? It was it's so old as well. Like that's how long? 11 to 12. That's 11-hour old liquidity, and it is just, yeah, that's just not good at all. That's just straight in, not news, but like, not very strong. So not my smartest trade looking back on it, but that was fucking me FOMOing and just being brain dead. Now we'll go back to yesterday to see what I messed up on, because it's important to have accountability and reflect on these things, because you're not going to make progress. Yesterday was the 24th of March. Here is the execution. You're like, hey, that's green, what happened? Alright, so we strong liquidity here, actually very good liquidity. Get rid of this, and good reaction, nice gap. Didn't 100% like how this candle tapped in, went back down, and then closed, but we closed below. Put my thing, or my stop, just at the top of this candle, because I felt like it's decent. It's we want to have a bit of range. Usually I would do just above, but like that's crazy. So bit of safety, which ended up being fine, and we would have hit take profit for a 1 to 3. Would have went to break even probably around this candle, but regardless would have been fine. I don't think I initially had a 1 to 3. I had 1 to 2.5, but that doesn't matter. We would have hit the 1 to 3. So I'll put it to 2.5 just for whatever. So yeah, we entered here. I saw price going a bit crazy, consolidating here, which is normal enough. Sometimes NAS can react like that. It's not terrible, but yeah, I pussied out of the trade for God knows why. I was just scared of losing, and I need to learn to accept the risk when you put on a trade, because I've been reading Trading in the Zone this week. I'm on like page like 86 out of 140, and it pretty much described a scenario exactly like this just after I took the trade and fucked it up. So it's a lesson learned. I'm just going to be setting and forgetting from now on, because doing things like this, it just completely counteracts my edge and has a really bad impact on my trading, because I did that before, like a week or two ago. I don't exactly know where, but you can see it in the stats. That was me accidentally entering on the bus. I think it was this one, because it'll probably say I was only in the trade for a few minutes, but yeah, I did the exact same thing here, just entering, getting scared. Didn't trade this week because I was busy and I was just studying and backtesting a lot, because it was just rough. I didn't know what I wanted to do, how I wanted to trade exactly, but now I have an idea and I'll run through it real quick. So today, woke up 7, looked like we were gonna take this out and potentially get an entry. I mean, that. We're up here as well, but we didn't. We decided it would be a great idea just to fully dump for the next hour and a half, which didn't really give us anything. Yeah, no, don't do that. Then we consolidate around here and we literally just reverse and we go to the moon. So no sweeps, no nothing to take anything off today. It is 1 o'clock, which is when I stopped trading, and yeah, that's it really. I'm gonna be trading again this week, locked in. Gonna be following my rules. I swear I will, because I've been reflecting a lot and reading Trading in the Zone, which helps get a better understanding of thinking in probabilities and things like that, and having to accept the risk and not expect anything from a trade. Because when I do things like that, where I exit early because I get scared, it's because I expect to win and I hold it to a certain standard, and I don't think of the long term and think in probabilities and my edge and everything like that. So I have like a document on my desktop to read every morning that pretty much refreshes me of all those ideas and analogies, because I need to be in that zone whenever I enter the market and start to trade. So I have that, and I have the backtesting journal here, and I have the actual journal where I wrote about what I needed to do, as you can see. Entered here, ran straight to the stop, or to take profit, but I scared break even exit. So, and then here's the backtesting one. I only did like a week of backtesting, and there were 3 setups in this week. Average of 2.5 hour, and they all won. As you can see, trading off of wick liquidity like this is fine in that context, that it isn't like as terrible as what it was on the 10th, which was this was pretty stupid. And we were in a huge downtrend. We went from 41 to, when we took it out, we were at 78. So that's whatever, 41 plus 22 is 63, I hope. Points of trending down, and we were just kind of trending down that whole day as well. So not the smartest. Like you can see in the trades here, we're just kind of consolidating, and that was fine. Like we were going down, we spike up towards it, take it out pretty clean, not the deepest sweep, but we react well. Nice gap. I don't have it marked out. Good close below, but the stop at the top of the inverse gap. Target the wick here. Easy. And I would have went to break even probably once we closed past here. There's this little fair value gap here. This wick was inside it and it rejected, but it went back down, so I would have waited for the close, so probably like here, which is a fine point to go break even, to be fair. So yeah, this one was fine. This one, yeah, we weren't trending in any direction, pretty much just going sideways for the whole day. We did go low and go up here, but like, easy enough. What did I had one marked out here for that, but I don't think I would have entered that. I actually don't know why. Probably because of how close that is. It's like, only 2 candles away, but, or well, this one is as well. I don't know what the thought process was there, but I decided not to enter there. But it would have won regardless, because I would have waited for it to go past the close. I just don't think I like the RR and the way the low was there. But for this one, you can see it's wick liquidity again. But it created a very clean, it had that V shape that I look for while I trade. So did this one, to be fair, but nice close. It didn't like consolidate. I think the wicks is what threw me off here. It's just how crazy price looked like to be moving up here, and all of this just looked weird. Here is more clean, like this candle doesn't have much wick, this one doesn't, this one doesn't. Just better price action overall. And yeah, wait for it to close, enter here, bottom of that wick, and then the top of here. I think this was a 1 to 2.3. Same story here. This wick and here as well. Both got taken out. This one got taken out very clean. Same over here, not too bad. Perfect gap size. It's just very clean movement as well. Not too much wick on any of these. This one you could argue there's a lot, but just the overall movement from after here, it just clear that it wanted to take this out. And then once it does, nice gap, clean, close below, literally straight down through the gap after sweeping, and yeah, flew to the take profit. So it's clear there's a proof of concept there that it does work, but I've just decided to be stupid for the past few days, which is fine. I'll get it done. I'll make it work. And yeah, I just gotta keep pushing. Show up every day. I'm not taking no more weeks off. I do have a lot of things to study for, just in terms of college, and I'm working all weekend. But after this, I'm gonna start doing some college work for once, and then hit the gym again later, as I do most days of the week, 4 or 5 times, and keep on working. And if these videos do start doing well and people ask for a face cam, I'll put one in while I yap, I guess. But yeah, I just gotta keep trusting the process, keep believing, because I know I'll get there eventually. Like, I know I have a concept that does work, and it proved to work when I got the nice bit of beginner's luck as usual with these trades. These trades were good, definitely not perfect, and I fucked up the sizing on this one because I was on the bus, so it should have probably been more. And the same with the entry on the other one, but I have like a calculator for lot sizes and risking 1%. So, like, if I go hit a 1 to 2 tomorrow, that'll put me up about 1k, and then I'll be near enough halfway to passing the funded account. So that would be a huge milestone for me, as I've been trading since about June last year, so that puts me at about 9, nearly 10 months. So a long time, and I just gotta get my mind straight. I know how to trade. I know, I have my strategy down to a T pretty much, but I'm just gonna keep backtesting until it's stuck in the back of my brain forever. I want to have a huge journal here in like a month's time that I can keep looking through the winners and the losers. And same with my live journal. I'm just gonna call it like funded journal. And I had a copy there because my dad trades, so I was trying to teach him how to do that. But yeah, that's kind of it, I guess. Short enough one today, only 17 minutes, but no actual trades to run through today because the market just kind of down and then up. No actual sweeps or even possible entries to look at. Like, you could say, this wick liquidity is kind of crazy to even consider trading off. And not exactly the cleanest price action today. Like, what are you supposed to do? And it's just not doing anything. To be fair, was there anything that got taken out here? Because this looks like no, didn't do anything. So yeah, pretty much a boring day today. Bad day yesterday because I just made a mistake, and I'd be a lot happier, I guess, if that trade had won. But as it mentions in trading in the zone, you kind of feel your confidence, or well, newer traders, I guess, feel their confidence based off their last 3 trades, and I have to learn to be in the zone and not let that apply to me, I guess, because none of it matters. The trades that I took all over the past 9 months have nothing to do with the next trade, and then all the trades I'm going to take after the next trade also have nothing to do with the next trade. So it's like, it's an independent event, which I learned about back in my school days a lot, I guess, when studying probability, which was one of my best subjects as well, or topics in maths. And funny enough, I'm struggling to wrap my head around that with live trading, but that's just kind of the attachment to the money, I guess. When you see that if this goes up here, you're going to lose 500, you kind of like shit yourself, is, I guess, the easiest way to explain it, because even though I only pay 50 for this account, it's just, I don't know, I gotta figure out how to detach myself and not care. And I think that starts with just setting and forgetting, and setting an alert at break even, and then just go set break even and fuck off again. So yeah, that's all I really got for today. Hopefully I'm recording tomorrow telling you that I made a fat 1 to 3 trade, or something along the lines of that. And yeah, alright, see you guys tomorrow, hopefully.